In November of '09, Lady Gaga sat with me for an On the Record. You're watching the lost tapes from that interview. We're about to watch Gaga talk about some of her musical influences, and some of them surprised me. She also talks about Michael Jackson's death and its impact on her. This is the second part of a rare one-on-one with music's hottest young superstar. This is Lady Gaga on the record with Fuse, the lost tapes.
One of the biggest moments of the year for everybody was when Michael Jackson passed away. What was your reaction when you heard he died? What were some of your thoughts?
I was with my whole team. We were in rehearsal and we got a phone call. The room just got so cold and dark, and all the dancers, and I was with Lorianne Gibson, and we just cried. We didn't believe it. We kept saying, no, that's not true.
Right.
We just didn't believe it. We just kept saying it can't be true, and then the tears started.
And he was an influence for you too.
Oh, enormous influence. And I never didn't love him. Through all of the media drama and the nonsense, I never didn't love Michael. I always loved Michael.
How old were you when Thriller came out?
I wasn't born yet.
And yet, so when did you discover Thriller?
When I was 4 or 5 years old. I mean, I listened to so much music in the house. My parents played everything for me. And he was 23 when he put out Thriller, so he was in his prime. So I'm 23 now, so I think it's my time to like hustle down and really kind of strive for greatness as an artist.
What kind of music did your parents play in the house?
Everything from Michael to Billy Joel to the Rolling Stones to Pink Floyd to Frank Sinatra to La Boheme. Everything. But not so feminine. They didn't play me a lot of really feminine music, I guess I should say. It was kind of like very specific energy that I remember of the music. It was a little bit raw, a little, love in a lovely way, imperfect. And
I love that face.
Bruce Springsteen, that's the big with me and my dad. We're like the biggest Bruce fans ever.
Really? What was your defining on-stage moment in 2009?
I don't think it was one moment. I think the VMAs was amazing, and I do think SNL was very powerful because it was one of the first times the world got to see me sit down and play the piano. See, it's funny that you asked me that because in America, everybody's so fascinated with like the one and the number and the defining, and it's not about career anymore. It's about like singles and not about album. It's what I mean to say is I'm not a song. I'm not a moment. I'm an artist. My defining moment was the whole year. This was my first year that the world knew who I was and what I was trying to do. I'd say my defining moment, probably period, would be getting Just Dance played on the radio because they didn't want to play it.
What was your biggest disappointment this year?
I didn't have any disappointment.
None? Everything's all up, no valleys?
Well, no. I mean, listen, everybody goes through, but, not something that I would like so emphatically say to you in an interview. I was very disappointed about this. It's drama. It's melodrama that I don't want to give into. It's kind of like, I put all of the disappointment into the music, if that makes any sense. So like the fear and the monsters, the disappointment, that's in the record.
Yeah.
So if you want to know about that, you should listen to the music because I don't allow that to enter into my own life.
Okay.
Or I try not to.
What are you really obsessed with now?
I'm obsessed with monsters and with death. To be perfectly, ruthlessly, but courteously honest.
death? Like what?
The death of things that have passed, the death of my old life, but in a positive and wonderful way. You have to mourn things and then make way for the future. Because I have so many beautiful things that I love now. My fans are my whole world. I never would have been able to write what I wrote about on the road if they weren't giving to me every night in the show. Because I would do a show and I'd leave my heart on the floor and they would give me so much, and then I would go onto the bus and I would write. Some artists like to compartmentalize their work. Oh, when I'm on tour, and when I'm recording, but I discovered that I'm not that way, and I've got a sea of inspiration in front of me every night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Since sitting down with me last November, Gaga's album, The Fame, has been certified triple platinum and gone diamond globally. That's 10 million. She completed a sold-out leg of the Monster Ball World Tour. She released an awesome 9.5-minute video for Telephone and made internet history as the first artist with 1 billion total views for her music videos. I'm Torre. Thanks for watching.